Hi, everyone, and welcome to ESPN College Hoops. I'm Mike Patrick, and it's my pleasure to bring you all the best that ESPN and college basketball have to offer. Now it's time to lace them up and go straight to the action. It's a white-knuckle ride from here on in. Holy cow, here they come, and the fans are on their feet. A three would win it. Got it! It's possible! Holy cow! Do you believe this? Oh, man, what a game. What an incredible game. Welcome to Syracuse, New York. We're at the Carrier Dome, the home of the Syracuse Orangemen. Mike Patrick with Jay Billis here on ESPN. We have a great game for you tonight before the tip-off. Let's go get the player introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. For the visitors, the Kansas Jayhawks. At guard, 6'1", Babacar Sousson. Also at guard, 6'5", Russell Williams. At forward, at 6 feet 4 inches, Karan Faulkner. Also at forward, 6'9", Lionel Porter. At center, at 6'11", Wayne Mays. And their head coach, Cameron Dumont. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for the Orangemen of Syracuse. And guard, 6'2", wearing number 3, Archie Tamayo. And the other guard, at 6 feet 4 inches, number 14, Rex Marshall.
Orange control the tip, and we'll see their offensive capabilities right off the bat. But what makes this team go is the defense.
Definitely, Mike. This team really gets things started with their defense, and they like to score off the defense. They're very good at preventing the break, getting back in transition. They also crash the boards. They'll limit you to one shot. But what really is impressive about this team, they get up in your face and really pressure the basketball and control the ball handler, and that controls the tempo.
All right, let's see if they can do that tonight. Mays calling for the ball down low. The inside shot. Mays reels in the offensive board. The Orange have possession, 2 down. Double team. The inside shot. Marshall connects on the shot, and he's fouled. He'll get a free throw. The Jayhawks get the ball. What are they going to be trying tonight?
Crash the boards, Mike. They're relentless. They're very successful when they get second and third chance opportunities. That's what they're going to be looking for.
And they have done very well in the rebounding department all year.
They've got guys that can move, and they've got strong guys inside. They get position, and they really battle you on every possession inside.
He can't get the first. Barton going to the bench. Porter will sit down to avoid further foul trouble. He misses them both. Sassone is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul of the game. Oh, what a great block. Sassone gets called for the foul, trying to reach in for the ball. That will be his second foul of the contest. Puts up the J. Marshall fights for the rebound.
I'm really impressed with that hustle. That's a great job of boxing out and going after the ball.
For 2 points, the freshman big man snags the offensive board. The Orange men have possession, 2 down. Marshall up top with the ball. Williams reaching for the ball. Huge play. It's whistled. That's his first foul of the game. He puts it up. Evans picks up after the miss.
That's the kind of tough defensive rebound that sets the tone early in a ballgame.
The Jayhawks bring it up court with a 2-point lead. Takes the shot. Mays scores on the jump shot. Evans passes outside. Marshall with the ball up top. Daniel drops it in.
Textbook play down in the low post. Good patience as this kid was determined to back his man down and get into the low post. If he keeps putting that ball on the floor, making that move, you've got to double team him right off the first dribble.
Williams hits from the line.
That's an excellent pump fake to get his man in the air and create enough space where he can fire off that jump shot.
Well, he certainly faked him out of something on that. Four-point game we've got right now. Kicks it back. Unloads.
That's a great setup and a clean finish. Let's see that one again. That was well done.
First the pass, then the jumper. What's not to like? The Kansas Jayhawks have the ball. They're up by 1. Releases. Faulkner off on that jumper.
Good job guarding that open shooter. That was a heads-up play on defense.
Evans in the post calling for the ball. Williams is tagged with the reach. That will be his second foul of the contest.
Boy, this mascot got some guts to play around with the coach during an important game.
Dealing with fire, I think.
Well, it's important that the mascot is in disguise right now. Otherwise, he might lose his scholarship.
It's loose. Marshall with it up top. With the shot.
Watch the way he uses his height advantage here.
The Orange men have the ball and are 1 back.
Switch him up.
Tamayo gets the layup and banks it off the glass. It's a 1-point game. Jefferson wants the ball in the post. Mays now has 10 points in the game.
He is really playing tough, and he's the reason they're right there in this game. This kid is a leader on the floor, someone who can inspire his teammates and make them better and pull everyone together.
Takes the shot. Jefferson cleans up after the miss.
Boy, that's really solid defensive rebounding. You've really set the tone early with a rebound like that in a tight game.
Gets denied. The Jayhawks recover the ball and maintain possession. Mays hit the right side of the rim and came out.
Even the mascot's trying to have a little fun trying to get the attention of the ref.
Yeah, but from the look on his face, Jay, you better think about picking on somebody else.
Yeah, leave the zebras alone, especially the ones in captivity. There are too few good ones.
The Syracuse Orange men down by 3 with the ball. The sophomore with the layup.
Boy, that was a nice spin move. He used the spin to twirl around the defense for the easy basket. Excellent ball handling skills, very good body control.
The Jayhawks, Jay, they have a slight edge on the scoreboard at this point through most of the first half. What's your opinion of the way they're playing?
Well, Mike, their offensive rebounding has been good, and that's why they got this early lead. What they need to do is continue to pound those offensive boards.
Evans has position and wants that basketball. From downtown, Tamayo misses the very long shot.
Boy, this has been a fun matchup. You've got a great shooter going against a pretty good defender, and this time the defense got the better of it because he just worked hard.
Marshall out on top.
Stay in, double down.
Dickey is going to be hit with a blocking call. That's his first foul of the game, but they're already in the bonus, so they'll get a chance at the line for the 1-and-1. Jay, this is what we expected, turning out to be a really good game.
And you love the way these kids are playing with intensity on both ends of the floor. They are really battling for every loose ball.
And they both need this game. Fires. Jefferson clears the board on offense.
This kid can really clean the offensive glass. He's going after it.
Big bucket there, yet another second chance basket.
Mike, when you're not shooting the ball well, offensive rebound opportunities can really bail you out. These are huge. It's hard to quantify what a difference these kind of high percentage shots are making for this team.
The freshman rebounds again. He's up to 7 now.
He would not let anybody come over his back on that one. He went up strong and grabbed it.
Faulkner fired long.
He had a good look, but the defense stayed on him really tight. That's a good matchup.
The big guy is asking for it in the post. It's blocked. The Jayhawks recover the ball and maintain possession. Mays buries the inside shot.
Boy, that's a beauty. And, Mike, here's a player to watch out for. This kid is always looking to exploit his position. He is always looking to score, and that makes him really hard to guard.
For the deuce. Tamayo missed it just off the left.
Oh, he had a good look at that time around and missed it.
Loose ball. It's a 5-point game. Evans slams down the youth.
Mike, this is...
The Kansas Jayhawks have a slight edge on the scoreboard. They're up a few right now. They played well so far, and we've gone through most of the first half, and now these kids are looking forward to going to the locker room. What's going on the court in your mind?
Mike, as we head into the locker room for halftime, this team has to be very pleased with the way they've shot the ball. And it's not just the fact they've shot the ball well. They've worked to get good shots, and that's really impressive.
Marshall commits the charge. That's his first foul of the game.
That was the definition of a charge right there. The offensive player ran right through the defender. He should have tried to maneuver himself around rather than just go right through him.
Dudley doesn't sink the leaner.
It's not going to be easy to contain a shooter like him, but with the mismatch, he succeeded on that play.
Marshall is looking for the ball. And the double team. Hart couldn't get it to go after the hack, but draws the foul. A chance for two from the free throw strike. He can't get the first. Bates in off the bench. Not a big minute guy for this team. He blows both shots at the line. The Kansas Jayhawks take it up court. They're up by 5.
Switch him up. I got it. Need help, Jefferson.
That's clean. It was.
The Orange men would love to get a basket here and cut into that deficit. It's knocked loose. The Jayhawks get that one and have now scored 6 unanswered points.
And look at the excitement of those players right now.
Better not celebrate too much, Jay. They'll be beaten back down court.
Yeah, and the camera didn't catch this, but the coach is screaming his head off right now, telling his players to get back.
Swift wants it down low. The problems for these kids continue late in the first half, Jay.
And, Mike, the deficit's just getting bigger and bigger. This is where you have to rely on your defense to get some stops, and then your offense has to capitalize on that kind of play.
Dudley whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul of the game, but they're already in the bonus, so they'll get a chance at the line for the 1-and-1. The Jayhawks are on a 6-0 run here. Evans gets whistled for blocking. That will be his second foul of the contest. The ball's loose. The Jayhawks keep control of the ball. Another good possession, Jay. It looks like they found their rhythm.
And you can credit the great passing. They're getting great looks, and they're making really good decisions. So many things these kids are doing right now, Mike, are making it happen. Terrific performance.
Hart with the ball up top. He's in close. Lewis with the inbound pass. That'll do it for the first half with the score 28-19. The Jayhawks have a nice lead here to start the second half, Jay. They were leading in the first half as well, of course. What's their recipe for success tonight?
Well, Mike, as the second half gets underway, it's important to continue to pound the ball inside. This team has a big advantage in points in the paint. They need to continue to go to what's been successful, and that's been inside.
Bates gets position down low, throws it back, fires. Marshall couldn't dial that one in, not enough to get it over the rim. It's a break. Puts up the tray. Sassone, his shot good for 3.
Lighting it up on the floor. Great spin move there, and that spin move really opened up the floor for him to get the shot or the pass. He is a very talented player.
Evans gets his 6th rebound of the night.
Look how he snares that defensive board. That's really solid finishing of the play.
The margin between the teams is 14.
This is worth watching.
The Orange men take it across half court. Down big here, 16 points. Daniel comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Tamayo buries the wide open shot.
Boy, he was wide open on that perimeter jumper, and before the defense even knew it was released, it was in.
Takes the shot. Sassone buries it from the high post.
The defense has not given this kid enough respect, and he is going to make them pay time and time again.
Daniel takes it back out. Passes back. Pulls up. No basket there. The game's starting to get away from them as they fall further behind.
You know, the adjustments they made at halftime, Mike, are just not working, or they're not being executed. So they need to look to some other kind of strategy right here, because what they're doing is not effective. I'm not sure it's the time or the place for the mascot to start messing around with the coach. He's trying to talk a little strategy with the team, and he's not aware that the mascot's behind him. He'd better be careful.
And he might want to pick on somebody else.
Yeah, that's a good way to lose your scholarship, isn't it?
With the jump shot. Tamayo, perfect from the top of the key.
Boy, he was wide open on that perimeter jumper, and before the defense even knew it was released, it was in.
Inside shot.
Where you at? Where you at?
This is an 18-point ball game. The ball's up for grabs. He puts it up. Sassone off on that shot. Not a real good look there. Barton gets called for the foul, trying to reach in for the ball. That's his 3rd foul so far. Returns the ball. Puts it up. Sassone leaning in to get the look. Nice bucket.
Even though they've got this huge lead, they are still playing every possession in order to win. What a game these kids are playing.
Jay, he's just been an animal out there tonight.
It's really amazing the way he's dominated this game, and he's really looking for his shot, Mike, and that's why you want to get into this kind of score early. If you let a guy like this get started, you are in for a long game. That's a horrible decision. Looked like he didn't even know where he was on the court.
The home team will be awarded the basketball.
The Syracuse Orange men are trailing by 18, have the ball.
Open in, open in. Switch him up.
Unloads. Tamayo from the arc, can't get it to go.
Well, he missed the wide open 3. I think maybe he was so excited that he had such a clean look, he rushed his shot a little bit.
Sometimes you can be surprised and your form doesn't hold.
And that's why you want to get a hand up defensively, because even if a guy is open when he catches the ball, you can shut that down with a hand up in his face.
Puts it up. Tamayo can't hit from the high post.
That's a really good matchup out there. A very tough defender on a really good jump shooter. The defense played him tight, and that tight defense prevented the score.
Tosses it up. Porter is close to getting the three-point play, but instead will go to the line to shoot 2. can't get the first. And he chokes at the line, missing both shots.
Once your man gets the jump on you, you can't reach out. You have got to be disciplined and move those feet.
Spot.
Daniel down low getting his position. In deep. It's knocked away. The Orange men keep control of the ball. Daniel banged his shot off the front rim.
That is a shot he always hits, but this time, no good.
The Kansas Jayhawks just dominating here, on top by 20 points. Denied big time. That's beautiful. Just check out the stats on these two guys.
Mike, that's where you look to your go-to guy every time down the floor. If he doesn't have it, that's when he can get other people involved. But when you've got a hot hand like this, you go to it until they stop him. Boy, you can see a lot of talent in that pass right there. The pass was perfectly fed inside because he led the man into his move. That really came together because of the pass.
Evans kicks it out with the jumper. The Jayhawks are continuing their great play tonight, Jay. This is an 18-point ball game. Mays wants the ball, takes the jumper. Sassone from 19, no good. Tamayo off behind the arc. Nothing wrong with him shooting from there. Usually nails those. He's doubled up. Puts up to Jay. Sassone hits the front iron but gets the roll. Man, that was not an easy shot, and somehow they've been successful playing this way since the game started.
Yeah, Mike, the defense has been playing tough, but when the other team keeps hitting tough shots like that, you've got to stay focused and not be brought down mentally by the other team doing something spectacular.
And if you're on defense, you just hope it doesn't last much longer. Here's the break. For two. Sassone had his shot changed and couldn't get it down. They push it up the court with the touch shot. The sophomore guard, little inside fadeaway, score it. The Jayhawks are on top. This looks like a clinic. They have an 18-point lead. What a pretty assist that was.
And he's really racking up those assists right now. He's got a great awareness of where his teammates are on the floor. He's got eyes in the back of his head.
This is an 18-point ball game. With the shot, Williams missed it from the top of the key. Tamayo can't connect with the jumper.
I can see why he took the shot right there. He had a clean look, but there was a lot of clock left. That's a play you wish you could have over.
Jay, this is really a power combo in the paint tonight, isn't it?
And those big guys have powered them into the lead, Mike. A much better front court game for this team tonight. Looking at the total points in the paint, it gives you a great idea why they're ahead right now.
The Jayhawks with this huge lead here winding down the second half. Jay, what are you thinking?
Mike, this team got this big lead going late into the ball game because they shot the ball so well. And I think the key was they were ready to shoot as the ball arrived.
Daniel tosses it back out. Passes back. The Kansas Jayhawks get that one and have now scored 6 unanswered points. 1:43 to go. The The ball's loose. The Jayhawks are on a 6-0 run here. Sassone has it up top. He gets doubled up here. Daniel is hit with a reach-in call. That's his first foul of the game. Lewis looks fresh coming back out. The sophomore guard gets called for the reach-in. That will be his second foul of the contest. Lewis is looking for the ball. The Kansas Jayhawks track it down and get control. Porter can't drop in the runner. The Syracuse Orangemen are suffering here with a 24-point deficit. The Jayhawks are on a 6-0 run here. Marshall steals it, and that's his first takeaway of the game.
Switch up now, switch up.
Fires. Tamayo, perfect from the arc. That's 2 from downtown tonight. The Jayhawks bring the ball up way out on top. A 21-point lead in effect. Daniel grabs the miss.
What a great rebound on the inside. This kid is playing tough on the glass.
Tamayo tries to answer with a 3, but misses. There's a loose ball. Time is winding down, and unless you believe in miracles, this one's just about over.
No, I agree. With less than a minute to go in the huge deficit, they'll just play this one out. This is where the coach tries to use the game situation to try to teach his team something for a future ball game.
Inside shot. The sophomore big man fights for the rebound.
Zach Ridge.
Shoots from deep. Tamayo with the buzzer beater, but he misses. That's the end of the game. Your final score, 59-36. The Jayhawks came out tonight and blistered their opponents. They really delivered a beating. And Jay, what sticks out about the win?
I thought the difference was the passing that this team put on. They put on a real passing exhibition in this ball game. They really moved the ball, moved themselves, and they put a lot of pressure on the defense. They really broke it down by forcing that defense to move, and they found a lot of good offensive opportunities by virtue of their pinpoint passing. Excellent job passing the basketball.
And what a job on the boards for our ESPN player of the game.
And you love to see a guy rewarded for this kind of work on the backboards. Points are nice, but every rebound he made either stopped a drive or gave someone else a scoring opportunity. A big play guy.
Well, everybody, that does it for tonight's broadcast of NCAA action. Thanks for being with us. We look forward to seeing you next time. For Jay Billis, this is Mike Patrick. Good night, everybody.